Hello, everybody. It's Sorcia Renarius. I'll give it a few minutes. See if anybody joins my impromptu live stream. Hey, Ali. Hello, I see. Please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. It looks like Evie or Uvi. I see Lonnie. I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody is doing well. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, I've been busy just relaxing a bit this week, working on projects, doing my thing. What have you guys been all up to? Oh, I'm glad you guys are doing good. Oh, thanks for the love, you guys. Good to see you. Maybe a few more people will join if they are inclined and free. So I've been thinking a lot about discuss. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of topics. I know you guys have a lot of ideas and topics. And so last night I made a post, opening it up to, hey, what should we talk about? What would you like to hear me talk about? And there were some awesome suggestions, Um, each one would be a good topic. um, I just thought I would take a minute to kind of, I don't know, discuss some of the things that I ponder, the things that, that keep me up at 3 a.m. when I am thinking about things, pondering the mechanics of the universe from a magical perspective. I feel like, everybody has their ideas, everybody has maybe a path that they follow, or they are just eclectically gaining gnosis and applying things from different systems, whatever works for them. I think that's the important thing. Being able to find something that resonates with you and then find a way to make it work. That's what I've done. I wouldn't really classify myself as any one thing. I mean, yes, I refer to myself as a black magician most often because that seems to apply the most, based on my personal core values and philosophy. It fits the title pretty aptly. I don't like getting wrapped up in titles just because I don't want to be limited by any title or any belief, or any system, any path, or any current. I want to be able to be open to any kind of wisdom wherever I might find it. The last few years, I've been working a lot with what you may refer to as demons or angels. I consider them higher intelligences, however they are classified. Um, I've been working with both sides of the deck, so to say, because I won't shy away from something simply because of the packaging in which it was delivered, historically speaking. A lot of people are definitely coming forward in pretty interesting ways, seeing how it manifests. Different projects, different path workings, being able to incorporate both angelic and demonic spirits. A lot of people say, well, stay away from angels, it's just Judeo-Christian. No, these entities exist outside of those boxes. Just because religion, incorporated into theirs, into their doctrines doesn't mean that we should not, interact with these spirits. I look at, not just, because there's endless theories and possibilities. And what matters, though, is how you apply. You can expand your consciousness. What can you do with the information given? And I think that is maybe a good test to see, I guess, the usefulness or accuracy of the knowledge. We all get our own gnosis. We all have messages that, we might receive that are maybe specific to us. Other times you might get messages that are, across the board for everybody to be able to ponder and incorporate. When I look at demons and angels, I see them as base pairs, much like, the proteins in the body's work to fight, like that pair together is not great. Let me give it a second. There always seems to be electronic fuckery when I'm trying to live stream. Let's see. I'm just getting a message on my end saying that it's trying to connect. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? Let's see. Can somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Okay, well, I'm seeing thumbs come up despite this little banner that is flying across the screen saying that it's trying to connect and that I apparently have a shitty wireless connection. Well, be that as it may, we will continue and trust that it will get through. So, demons and angels, higher intelligences. Think of them like base pairs. When you want to consider human DNA in the genome, you have base pairs that come together. And depending on how they are arranged in the sequence, will determine how it will manifest physically, what it will activate in the body. So looking at like even the names of the angels and demons, however they are changed or spelled, it's not terribly important in my opinion. What's important is the inner energy. If you consider them like base pairs and perhaps start experimenting in your own practice, maybe rearrange them. Maybe, take on each pair, align them with other base pairs, and then see what kind of a resonance is brought forth when you work with them together, either back to back or at the same time. I've had people ask me, how I came to my current path. I don't know that my current path really has a name. It's just, what I do. I've thought about founding an order, founding a lodge, having a place that, we can study magic. But see, we have those things. We have all of these different, groups out here studying and sharing information, which is encouraging. And I love that. And I want to see more of that. I want to see more collaboration. And I'm going to be continuing to push that endeavor along as well as I can. I feel like, I don't know that there are really entirely new systems of magic. I guess that there could be, but it seems like we're tinkering around with things that have been here since, since mankind. And we dress it up, we repackage it, and then we have all of these different factions, all of these different lodges, all of these different systems. And that can serve a purpose, surely, but I'm more interested in the underlying mechanics of magic, and I refer to that as matrix magic. Yes, there's a reference to the movie. I am a fan of the Matrix, but I feel like deeper spiritual truths can present themselves in the world around us, and in stories that we watch, that we read. It's just magic in each of them, and it's just a matter of separating fact from fiction and appreciating the artistry of each one, but looking at a lot of solid things there, as a metaphor, as a magical metaphor. I feel like being able to hack the matrix, which is, maybe the universe, maybe it is reality. Looking at the underside of it, looking at the codes, looking at the programs. Well, how do we do that? There's different ways that we can do that. But I find that the most effective for me personally is a matter of resonance, being able to connect with a spirit or a current, feel the resonance, the essence, the core of it, tap into that, and then try to bring that out and then anchor it in the world in tangible ways, in my environment. Seeing it as cords to be pulled out, and then it will spread itself out, creating a new layer of reality that can supersede the old one, and it's one of your creation. As magicians, that's what we do. We tinker with, the underpinnings of reality. When we go deep within ourselves, and I reference the abyss. When we go into the abyss, what I perceive as abyss, I've done some of my strongest work in the abyss, had my greatest successes come from the inspiration of that essence. Being able to create a master template, to perceive a master template of something that you're trying to create, something that you're trying to push forward. Considering how that makes you feel on the inside. What does that thing evoke within you? And then it's a matter of tapping into that, pulling it through you, and then watching it spread. It sounds simple, but it is effective, and it has worked for me. So I think it can work for you as well. I've had people come to me frustrated because maybe they can't hear spirits, or they think that they can't hear spirits, or they think that, there's something broken in them. It's not a matter of being broken. It's not a matter of being, less than anybody else. It's a matter of tapping into your own potential and seeing that manifest. It's a matter of tapping into the resonance of the spirit or the current that you're trying to connect with, and then letting it flow into your life, getting out of your own way, being empowered, and being a vessel of those forces, and trusting it. I'm going to peek at the comments. James Hunter Alston says, I like the synergy of working with both entities and others. Yes, I definitely do too. I like synergy. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Victor. Hello, Debbie. So I also had people the other day ask about, my own journey, like how I got to here, to where I'm at. And that would be a longer story. I don't know that it's that exciting, but I just, you know, my journey is going to look different than yours. Um, but for me, I was raised in a traditional Christian household. And, while I loved the fellowship of people, I loved being able to connect with people um, in a spiritual setting. The shame and the blame and the hellfire and damnation, didn't do it for me. I didn't really ever really resonate with that system. I tried to make myself fit in. Yes, Saoirse was going to be a nun once upon a time in a Celtic Christian ecclesiastical type of order. Um, that did not end up to be my cup of tea. So that ended abruptly. I did a lot of wandering through different spiritual things in the Judeo-Christian sense of the word. Um, but I was always interested in magic at a young age. So, you know, my path had many twists and turns and roundabouts and ups and downs and everything in between. I was happiest when I stopped believing and behaving according to what other people said was right and started listening to my own self, my own soul, and going from there. And that's when I found, the deepest happiness. And sometimes, it has been a lonely road. Sometimes it has alienated people close to me, family and friends that have stepped away, or that I've had to step away from them for various reasons. Um, for me, it was learning to trust myself, learning to follow my bliss, learning to realize I could have it all and be happy. And I didn't have to just choose one or the other. Um, and being able to find ways to manifest that, to make it work. And it's not always been easy, but it's been the more satisfying path. I'm free. And for me, my path is about personal freedom, personal empowerment, personal evolution. Um, it doesn't really fit into one box, nor should it, and nor should yours. I have people telling me every day that they want to be like me. And while that is sweet and kind and flattering, no, you shouldn't want to be like me. You should want to be like you. You know, be empowered, be the unique, fucking magical creature that you are. Don't be like me. Be like you. Be the magnificent spiritual unicorn that you are. We each are our own. We're our own gods. We're our own entities. Um, don't sell yourself short by trying to be like somebody else. You know, resonate with your own soul and put that out there. James Hunter Alston says synergy is like leverage, powerful tool and methodology. Yes, that's the thing, is being able to just go with it. James Hunter Ralston again says, anything instilled by fear, like damnation, is false. Take it to the bank. Yeah, that's the thing, fear-based, shame-based, hatred-based, all those things are so intertwined with each other. There can be a purpose, historically for each of those things. Even magicians to an extent, use these tools, perhaps for a magical end. But as a whole, yeah, step away from fear-based, shame-based systems. You'll be happier. I'm happier. My life is not perfect necessarily by any stretch. I struggle with things like everyone else, but overall, I feel pretty content. My needs are met. I'm moving forward. I'm enjoying just being able to come out here and grow and learn and connect. And those are things that I enjoy. So that's a win for me. And it's a win for anybody who breaks away from those systems that would keep you shackled, because, we're not slaves. Slave mentality is slave mentality. It's, it does not serve our greater purpose, individually or collectively. Being able to be a free man, being able to be somebody who is willing to be broken down. And that's the hard part, though. That's what sucks sometimes, is that you have to be able to completely be willing to annihilate your sense of identity, because a lot of times we base our identities upon our beliefs, our paths. And, I've struggled there as well myself. I've based a lot of my identity upon, the idea of being a magician, or the idea of being a magician for hire, or being associated with certain entities, people, organizations. And, that can still serve a purpose, and there's nothing wrong per se with that. However, if we wrap up our identity in outside things, and if those things change, then so too must our identity. And that can be kind of unsettling. So being able to just anchor within ourselves, trusting that, shedding layers of fear and doubt, and anything else that is negative like that, will be a more healing type of process, and will allow more growth and motivation, I think, because you remove your own obstacles at that point and do what it takes to move forward. Going through the fire to burn away the dross, to be refined. Let's see. Okay, my computer is still a little bit buggy, telling me that the video has been paused. Is it paused, or is it still rolling? Give me a thumbs up if you can still see it going. Okay. I'll trust that then. I trust you guys. But yeah, I think moving forward for myself, I'll always offer, rituals for hire, because they're effective. I've gotten good results and good feedback. But I also want to move into ways in which I can mentor or teach somehow. So I am considering, putting something together to maybe have more regular time with people who might be interested in some of the things that I'm interested in, and, magically. So sometimes it's kind of fun to be able to dissect things together and, share insights. So yeah, I'll think about that. All right, you guys have been awesome. And thank you for coming out on such short notice, and taking time out of your day to come say hi. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day or evening, depending on your time zone, and we'll chat soon. Bye.